Hey, what's up, YouTube? Jason at MX Trend. I just want to take this opportunity to show you how I wash a bike. I actually went riding over the weekend and just want to get this thing all clean. We had an engine problem. Just went all through the chassis and had an engine problem yesterday. Actually lost the lower rod bearing, so the motor's going to be coming out of this bike. So I wanted to really wash it well, and that way there's no dirt, falling over the shop floor and in the motor if I open it up or anything like that. So I just start by just saturating it with water, get all the heavy stuff off. I've already soaked it with Simple Green, and start scrubbing with I just have this soft bristle brush that I use on all the like aluminum and anything metal or rubber, but I try not to use it on plastic or graphics because I don't want to scratch anything up. So just get it all nice and clean, scrub down, and then I'll eventually grab a soft bristle brush and I'll scrub everything else, and I'll saturate that with Dawn dish soap to get everything extra clean. And just like the better you take care of your bike, the longer it lasts, especially when it's tipped over on its side. You have the opportunity to see if there's anything wrong or anything that needs to be replaced, or sometimes there's dents in the frame or cracks, worst case. And you're here taking Dawn dish soap on a soft bristle brush and just scrubbing the whole thing down, getting it all nice and lathered up. That's what works best for me. I like to say I take the tank off every time I wash it, but I only have so much time in a day, so I don't always do it. But like I said, we're pulling the motor out of this bike, so I want it as clean as I can get it. And usually even after you wash your bike, you can spend a long time on it. When you pull that gas tank off, there's still going to be dirt hidden under there, so you might as well pull the tank off and wash it, making sure you take care to plug the fuel line. You don't want to get fuel in anything. The current bikes are all fuel injected, so you could actually leave the fuel line connected and just unbolt the tank and lift it up and wash under there. But it's going to make it more enjoyable to work on for sure. Getting all the controls with the soft bristle brush, all the freshly vapor blasted triple clamps. This Maxima cleanup is the best stuff to melt away grease or oil, clean your chain, get all the dirt and grime out of there. It just has a way of just dissolving everything, dissolving dirt. It's the best stuff. Get all that chain lube from under your fender that flings off of the chain, any grease that's on the motor. And this one has a leaky countershaft seal, so I want to just melt the grease away there, let it soak for a few minutes, and then I can come in. Oh yeah, get the airbox for sure. Airbox has to be detailed, is a must. And now we're ready for final rinse. Just lightly fanning everything, especially when you get down around the shock linkage or swing arm bearings. You don't want to blast a bunch of water in those areas, so I try to use the brush more to break up and scrub than the pressure washer just to blast everything off. And that's what works best for me. This is just a project bike that I didn't even intend on riding it yesterday, but kind of ended up riding it and then had this engine problem, so we're doing more work. But we have some other bikes scheduled to come in, and we'll do some better videos on some newer bikes. Got a 24 Yamaha YZ250F coming in that we'll do, and some exciting stuff down the road. So anyways, continuing just to make sure everything's clean. That chain guide usually holds dirt in there, so I blast it out. When I get around the radiators, just a light fan of the pressure washer because I don't want to damage the radiators. And once that's all done, I always blow dry. You might get any dirt that you might have missed, like get down the airbox. This just stops everything from getting corroded, especially if you live in areas that have hard water that corrodes some of your bolts and aluminum on the aluminum frame bikes. Even around the motor, we just want to dry it off. Blow the water from under the bar pad, all your controls, pivot points. Blow all the water out of the radiators that you can. This particular bike because we have the engine problem, doesn't run. But if it did, I would start the bike and get it nice and warm to dry the radiators when I was done. But we can't do that today. And then once you get everything, oh yeah, here I'm getting all the Phillip head screws, make sure all the dirt's out of there. So when you work on the bike, you don't have to pick dirt out of there so you can get the screws out. And then I'll finish by lubing the chain. Always don't forget to lube your chain because you don't want it to rust. Blow everything out from under the fenders. And that's it. If you like our content, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.